The men's basketball team will be looking to snap a 3-game skid this weekend as it wraps up its Texas road trip. The men will face Texas State Saturday afternoon for the first time as a member of the Sun Belt. It will actually be the first time these teams have ever met. Texas State enters Saturday with a 1-5 conference record and 5-14 overall mark.
The women's basketball team will be looking to build on its winning streak with another contest on the road. The women will be taking on Texas State as well at 2 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. The Bobcats lost their last outing against UALR on Wednesday night. Texas State sits at 3-3 in conference play, while the Trojans are now 2-5. Both teams have 6 wins overall this season, and one team will put their 7th W in the win column Saturday afternoon. The Trojans will not be in action during the week next week, but will return to the court the following Saturday.
And the tennis teams will try to turn things around this weekend as they go their separate ways across the Southeast on Saturday. The men will be in New Orleans as they take on the 70th ranked Tulane Green Wave. And the women are also facing a ranked opponent as they take on 74th ranked Georgia State in Atlanta on Saturday.
And earlier in the show, you heard from softball coach Melanie Davis about the upcoming season and new facility. And Courtney Addison went to the softball complex to give us a further look.
Upgrading its buildings and facilities, and one current project is the new softball complex. And Coach Melanie Davis says the changes are everywhere.
We're really excited about the turf. It's going to play true. It's going to be great where it could come a 6-inch rain and we would be able to play 20 minutes later. The other thing is you can see the padding's going up on the fence. That's going to be beautiful there. But in behind me, we obviously have the sunk dugouts, which are very, very important to us to make it where the fans can watch the game from really anywhere within the facility. Also, dugout-to-dugout grandstand seating with chairback seats in there.
But there is one particular addition to the stadium that Coach Davis is most excited about, and that being the indoor facility for players.
I don't no longer have to see kids, athletes out in the rain trying to get in cuts in the cage area. So the indoor training facility, it's going to be the best by far in the Sun Belt Conference.
Davis also added that the stadium can compete with any SEC and ACC program. And this is the view from the Chancellor Suite, which is a new addition to the press box. The Trojans will have to get adjusted to their new home field, but will they have time to do so before the first game?
Well, that's the million-dollar question. I don't know that we are supposed to get the facility on February 1, so please keep your fingers crossed, keep saying your prayers that we will get at least 4 or 5 days to get used to this beautiful place.
Having a completely new field can cause challenges, but Davis said the biggest obstacle will be making adjustments for road games, and one of those challenges involving the outfielders and the turf.
As we head to big events where we're going to be playing on real grass and we've got to prepare for those inaccurate hops and those not-so-true hops, we'll go over to the City Sportsplex or go over to the high school here, go on over to our, the intramural fields whenever there's an open area to practice on real grass.
And before we go, a quick note for Trojan fans. Wide receiver Eric Thomas was a late addition to the Senior Bowl roster, which is Saturday at 3 in Mobile. That's all the time we have for Trojan Sports Now. You can watch us online at the Troy University YouTube page to catch anything you missed.
For Jonathan Sellers, I'm Danielle Percival. Thanks for watching, and as always,
go Trojans.
Trojan Sports Now.